Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They'll run on first down. Felder. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Prescott from the gun. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott now. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Pollard, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Prescott to throw it.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. second down, Elliott.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Sheds off the tackle. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Jackson to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Felder. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Prescott finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Elliott able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Back.
Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
we change it.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowman.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Pollard now a 1st down and more.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Draw play, Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Bowman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Prescott. Flush to his right.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Gets around him.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh, his 2nd
quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover.